Eureka! That famous cry of discovery. We exclaim it when we find something lost, or finally solve a tricky puzzle. That aha moment when the light bulb clicks on in our heads. But where did this iconic exclamation actually come from? The story takes us back to ancient Greece, featuring a naked genius, a suspicious king, and an ordinary bathtub. Around the 3rd century BC, King Hero II of Syracuse, Sicily, commissioned a beautiful new crown made of pure gold. When the goldsmith delivered the finished wreath, it weighed the correct amount, but the king harbored a nagging suspicion. Had the craftsman cheated him, mixing cheaper silver into the gold while keeping the weight right? Melting down the exquisite crown to check was not an option. Troubled, the king turned to the city's greatest mind for help. His name was Archimedes, a brilliant mathematician, physicist, and inventor, perhaps the greatest scientific mind of antiquity. Tasked by the king, Archimedes pondered deeply. Measuring the crown's weight was easy, but how could he measure the volume of such an irregularly shaped object without damaging it? Volume was needed to calculate density, the key to determining its purity. Days turned into nights, but a solution remained elusive. Then one day, seeking relaxation, Archimedes went to a public bath. As he stepped into the full tub, he noticed water sloshing over the sides. Suddenly, like a lightning strike, inspiration hit. The water overflowed. The amount of overflow must be equal to the volume of my body submerged. That means I can measure the crown's volume by the amount of water it displaces. Overcome with excitement by this brilliant insight, Archimedes reportedly forgot he was undressed. He leaped out of the bath and began running through the streets of Syracuse, shouting at the top of his lungs, "Eureka! Eureka!" which is Greek for, "I have found it. I have found it." Archimedes demonstrated his discovery to the king. He took a lump of pure gold exactly the same weight as the crown, and a lump of pure silver also matching the crown's weight. He measured the amount of water each displaced when submerged. The result? The crown displaced more water than the pure gold lump, meaning, for the same weight, it had a larger volume, thus a lower density. It was clear proof. The goldsmith had indeed cheated, mixing in lighter silver. Thanks to this dramatic tale, Eureka became immortalized as the universal cry of discovery and sudden insight. Furthermore, the principle Archimedes uncovered in his bath, that the buoyant force on a submerged object is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object, became known as Archimedes' principle, a fundamental concept in physics and engineering still used today. A king's doubt, a genius's bath, and the triumphant shout of discovery. Eureka! So the next time you have that brilliant aha moment, that sudden flash of understanding, perhaps you'll feel a little kinship with Archimedes. Though maybe keep your clothes on. It's the timeless thrill of finding the answer, hidden in plain sight.